Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm Mahsuba Rahman Momata and I am from the Proposition Party. I welcome the honorable speaker and my opponents and the audience on today's debate tournament. Our debated topic is smoking should be banned to build a happy and prosperous country. And I think banning smoking can contribute to a healthier population, which can help build a happy and prosperous country. Well, the first speaker from the opposition party said that cigars, and vapes are drugs, which is true that cigarettes, cigars, and vapes are drugs. But the thing is, we are talking about smoking here, and from a source I found that cigarettes, if we use cigarettes or cigars to smoke, that's what we call smoking. But in case of if you're using vapes, then that's called vaping. Both the common thing in both of those are that both of it contains nicotine, and nicotine is highly addictive and harmful. It sends neurotransmitters to the brain that makes us relax for a few minutes, but it increases our anxiety and stress. So we can, but yes, vapes are a lot less harmful than cigarettes because cigarettes have tobaccos and this nicotine releases the smokers or the users to thousands of chemicals at a time. So vapes are really less harmful than cigarettes. But the thing is, we cannot call this, yes, all of these are dark drugs, but we cannot say that both of it are smoking. And yes, banning smoking makes it illegal, but not stop them from doing it. That's what the first speaker said. But the thing is, we are the citizens of a country, and if smoking is banned, then it is our responsibility to not smoke out. And if we do smoke, then it's our fault that we become criminals. And the reason why people continuously smoke is because they are continuously promoted. So, along with banning smoking, we have to ban the tobacco farms that produce smokes, or the vape, or the farms that make vapes, or this kind of products, smoking-related products. Then we can, and even for children, like if I have an uncle who has been smoking since he was 7 years old, literal 7 years old. Why? Because his friends around, or he had been seeing cigarettes everywhere, and ever since then he is right now 32 years old, and he has been continuously smoking from then on. He has really bad eyesight. He has really bad eyesight. The veins under his eyes always show. He has stinky breath, like it's hard to go in front of him, and also he has so many problems in his lungs and heart. So, and also he has a really deep and broken voice. So it's not good. So it's not good at all. So we have to stop promoting it. So we have to stop the tobacco farms from producing, and instead we can just switch them. Cigarettes aren't something very important in our lives. We don't need it for our body. But the thing is that we are just addicted to it. So we can simply switch them with some other products, or the foods that are supposed to be need to be imported from outside of the country. In case of Bangladesh, there are many things that are needed to be imported from Bangladesh. And if we talk about foods, then there are and garlic, onions, like many kinds of foods. Okay, and so yeah, we can just import them. And also, even for such a small country like Bangladesh, tobacco-induced deaths and diseases alone cost the economy of Bangladesh around 305.6 billion taka a year, or $3.61 billion a year, which is equivalent to 1.4% of its national GDP in 2018 to 2017. So, and also it causes various diseases like lung cancer, bladder cancer, damaged nasal sinus and kidneys, and heart disease and COPD. In 2018, in Bangladesh, 126,000 people died due to tobacco attributable diseases. And we all know that cigars are made from tobaccos. So, from tobacco attributable diseases. So, and which was 13.5% of all deaths in that year. In 2019, tobacco was the fourth highest risk factor, causing all the deaths and diseases in that year, and caused 129,000 people to die, and which was 24% of all deaths in that year, and in that year. So smoking is the leading cause of lung cancer, and it also causes many various cases. And in case of lung cancer, it is responsible for 85% of all cases. And also, there are many countries that are that has banned smoking from itself, like Australia, New Zealand, Norway, Ireland, Bhutan, Turkey, and Uruguay. And the first speaker said that it will harm the economy. It will, but do we prefer? But we don't prefer we don't want the population to be sick and not healthy, rather than the economy, definitely. So my question to my opponents are that countries with strict smoking bans have been seeing improvements in public health and productivity, like I mentioned, Australia, New Zealand, and other countries. What evidence can you provide to argue that such a ban would not lead to a happier country and more prosperous country? Yes, they have mentioned many points before that how it will not lead to a happy and prosperous country because of how they're addicted to it. But we still have many ways. Like we have rehabilitation centers. We can send them to it. We can send the addicts to there. Also, we can comprehensively approach them. If smoking is banned, then for the addicts, we can comprehensively approach them, include public education, support them for quitting, and many ways. And also, there are many toll-like devices. There are many drop shippers around the world who sell toll-like devices that kind of work, that kind of make you feel like smoking, but you aren't smoking. It's for very bad addicts. I cannot. There aren't much any name for it, and maybe I have forgotten it. I'm very sorry. But if I can, I will mention the names afterwards. Thank you very much for listening to me. Assalamu alaikum.